Well guys, that is the first look for the Amber Spyglass. Welcome back to the channel. Well, it's almost 2022, and one of the most popular shows I cover, His Dark Materials, will return for its third and final season next year. And like I said, we've got the first look for season 3. We have 4 images, one of Lord Asriel, one of Mrs. Coulter, one of Lyra Silverton, and the last one is Will Parry, who are the 4 main characters of this series. And there's also a HBO Max trailer for 2022. It's got all the HBO Max shows like House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel. And these shots are in the trailer, but there's nothing else to talk about. They don't show anything else. They're basically just animated versions, just a couple seconds, if that. But in this video, we'll talk about these pictures, break them down, and we'll have a quick preview for Season 3, and a quick recap for Season 2 as well. But don't worry, minimal spoilers. And like I said, it's the third and final season, but it's probably still months away from our release. I think it's going to come out in November 2022 because Season 1 and Season 2 aired in November, so why change it? It's a proven time slot, and I think that's what they'll go for. The final season will have 8 episodes. Remember, Season 1 had 8, but Season 2 only had 7, which I will cover later. And because there's going to be 8 episodes, it will finish around this time next year. And in all honesty, I've missed this show this year. Like, this year has been jam-packed with movies and TV shows, but I've really missed His Dark Materials because it's become a staple for my Sunday nights in November and December. I'd watch it and then come on here and talk about it with you guys. But like I've explained before, Season 1 and Season 2 were filmed together, so they could drop them a year apart. But Season 3, even after Season 2 aired, was not confirmed. So obviously, it was not going to release this year. But it was confirmed shortly after the Season 2 finale. They started to film earlier this year, and they're done now. They finished last month. And we're probably going to see some footage early next year. And I'm confident it will release in November 2022. But obviously before that, there'll be trailers, and we'll cover that on the channel. But yeah, let's quickly break down these pictures. But like I said, minimal spoilers from Season 3. And obviously we've got to start with Lyra Silverton. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know I named my little grey cat after her. And along with Yorick Byrnison, Lyra is my favourite character in this series. But speaking of Yorick, where is Yorick? I think it makes perfect sense to show him off, because his CGI is top quality. Even though the show is not the biggest TV show around, it's always looked good. But I imagine a lot of the CGI for Yorick is probably not done. But even though he wasn't in Season 2 much, he will be back for Season 3. But yeah, let's talk about Lyra. We're getting sidetracked here. When we last saw her, Mrs. Coulter, her mother, had taken Lyra. She kidnapped her. Talk about precious cargo. But guys, if you stuck around until the post-credit scene, yep, everyone does it now, you would have got a quick teaser for Season 3, because Roger, who was Lyra's best friend from Oxford, and was sacrificed by Asriel in Season 1 to open the window in the north, well, Roger's back. He is dead, but Lyra is communicating with him. But I will leave it at that. But book readers, you know how excited we are for that reunion. And then next up, Will Parry. And the Season 2 finale for him was so bittersweet. He reunited with his dad, who he thought was long gone, and he's learned of his destiny as the bearer of the subtle knife. And his dad told him that angels will help him find Lord Asriel. But before he could soak it all in, his dad is taken from him once again, and now Lyra's gone missing. Like, Will cannot catch a break. Yeah, and then there's Mrs. Coulter. She's finally learned Lyra's prophecy name. Lyra is the second Eve, who will supposedly bring the fall of mankind. Like I mentioned earlier, she has taken Lyra. She's turned her back on the Magisterium. She wants to keep Lyra safe. Because Mrs. Coulter knows the Magisterium will be after Lyra. They want her dead before she can fulfill the prophecy as the second Eve. And if you've watched all my past reviews, you know that I think Mrs. Coulter is the best character on the show. Ruth Wilson always brings out the best, and she's going to do that again for Season 3 like she's always done. And then finally, Lord Asriel, played by James McAvoy, the star of the series. And you'll notice he's sporting a longer hairstyle, so that shows you how much time has passed. And James McAvoy was promoted heavily in Season 1, but he was only around for one scene in Season 2. And you can attribute that to the fact that Asriel is not in Book 2, but he's still working in the background and he's mentioned all the time. And I'll explain what I meant earlier, Season 2 only having 7 episodes when they planned 8, because they started to work on a Lord Asriel exclusive episode, covering his time after entering the world of Chittagazze, but they couldn't finish it for multiple reasons, mostly around lockdown. So Season 2 aired with 1 episode short, but like I said, Asriel's back for Season 3, he's going to be a huge character, and like the Season 2 finale showed us, he's recruited an army of angels, and is in the Republic of Heaven, fighting against the Authority. But I think I'll leave it at that because you guys don't want to be spoiled. But if you've read the books, you know how hyped we are. But that is just a quick look, first look teaser at what's coming. But like I said, this is just the beginning. We'll talk more about this show next year. But for now, make sure you post your thoughts on His Dark Materials Season 3 and the brand new photos from the Amber Spyglass. And like I mentioned, if you haven't checked out this show, you have to do it. The books are amazing, and the show is a very well done adaptation. Has its issues, but overall, I think it's really good. And you've got plenty of time to catch up, but beware for potential spoilers in the comments down below. I'll try my best not to spoil it in the videos, but I won't restrict it down below in the comments. Whilst you wait for the next video, you can check out my review for Season 2 of The Witcher over on Netflix, and also my Fantastic Beasts 3 trailer video. You don't want to miss out on those 2 videos. But for now, I'll just say thank you so much for watching, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you soon.